Good morning. Today is Tuesday, February 19th, 2019. This is Promise Pendleton.
And Alex Richard.
And you're watching Chief News.
A thought for the day. To be the best, you must be able to handle the worst. Winston Candle. Please pause for a moment of silence. Thank you. Our special guest for the pledge today is Carson Ballinger from Los Angeles home base. Everyone please stand, salute, pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated.
Today's forecast. There is rain in the forecast for today, and it is currently 33 degrees, and the high today will be 40. Happy birthday today to Brianna Smith.
Today for lunch we will be having pepperoni pizza, chicken tortilla soup, side salad, carrot sticks with ranch, and mandarin oranges. Today's announcements. We will start with a special announcement from Ms. Ballard.
All right, good morning, guys. I am here today because we have a couple of revisions to important policies that are going to impact you, or if not you, somebody sitting near you for the rest of the year and moving forward. So it's very important that you listen, pay attention, and understand what we're talking about, because these rules will apply to you. So your teacher should have handed you a copy of this paper. On the front, it talks about cell phones. On the back, it talks about vapes, juuls, and e-cigarettes. We're going to start with the cell phone policy. So take a look at this as we go over it. This will go into effect February 25th, which is next Tuesday. That gives you a week to understand and prepare yourself for this change. That does not mean that you can break the rule. Teachers will begin following this starting today and tomorrow. It just means that we will give you warnings in terms of consequences until Tuesday. But Tuesday, if you break this policy, then you will follow the consequences, and the consequences will be assigned to you as they're listed at the bottom. So let's look. There are 5 basic expectations related to our use of cell phones and smartwatches while we're on campus at West Lincoln Middle School. All of this is designed to keep you safe and to keep you focused. Our job here is not to encourage your social life. Our job here is to help you learn and to keep you safe. And cell phones, in some ways, are preventing both of those things from happening. So, expectation 1. All your cell phones and smartwatches will be stored in the pocket organizer in the teacher's classroom for the instructional block. That goes for core teachers and that goes for encore teachers. So you should not have a cell phone or a smartwatch in your possession during class time. They will stay in that organizer for the entire class period unless a teacher gives you permission to use a phone for a class activity. Say you're playing Kahoot or maybe working on IXL. Those would be times when your teacher could give you permission to get your phone out of the organizer and use it. However, if during the time when you're supposed to be using it for instruction, for a learning activity, if you choose to do something else with it, then you're going to get a consequence. Expectation 3, you will not use your phone or have your phone in the bathrooms or in the cafeteria during the instructional day. That means during lunch, you will still not have access to your phone. It is important that while you're at school, you talk to your friends face-to-face, develop relationships, and not spend your time in a virtual world. Expectation 4, you may use your phone in the cafeteria and in the hallways before the school day begins and after dismissal. That time is your time. So if you would like to be on your phone while you're waiting for the day to begin or after school dismisses, that is your privilege. However, once the bell rings, which is me, once I announce the official school time and say that school has started, then the phone needs to be put away. In the event that you need to contact a parent or guardian, you're sick, an athletic practice gets canceled, you forget your shoes, whatever that emergency might be, you may use the classroom phone with your teacher's permission, or you may come to the front office with your teacher's permission to use that phone. You will not need to use your cell phone. And parents who need to get in touch with you can call the school because you're not going to have access to your phone during the school day. If you choose to not abide by these expectations, then there are consequences. The first consequence, it's taken to the front office for parent pickup. No longer will you be able to pick it up yourself at the end of the day. And you will get a day of ALC for inappropriate use of technology. If you do it again, so there's a second consequence that goes along with that if you break the rule twice. Again, the phone will be taken, your parent will have to pick it up, and you'll receive 2 days. After that, third, fourth, fifth time you have it out without permission, that's out of school suspension. So it's very serious. We have to be focused on what our main goal is here. And my main goal needs to be the same goal that you have, which is for you to learn and for you to make the most of your time academically here at West Middle. So, you might have a question, well, what if I just decide to leave my phone in the locker during the day? I turn it off and I want to leave it in my locker. Is that okay? Sure, that's perfectly fine. I would suggest you have a lock on your locker, but no, you can have your phone in your locker. It just cannot be out during class. If a teacher sees it out during class and you have chosen not to put it in the organizer based on the policy, then you will get the consequence. Okay? Your teachers, if you have questions about that, they can answer questions for you about that today. I would take this home if I were you and review it with your parents so that they understand the expectation. And I'll be calling home to talk to them about the policy too as well. But please make sure that in the next week that you familiarize yourself with this policy and that you practice these expectations so that when we start next Tuesday, you don't get yourself in trouble for not following these rules. Okay? Flip over to the back. This is where we're going to talk about vapes, juuls, e-cigarettes, and any paraphernalia like the pods or the liquid that go along with it. We have spent way too much time this year dealing with these devices, which you should not have because you are not of age. You don't know what these things do to your body. No one knows ultimately what they'll do to your body, and so it's really dangerous for you to be engaging in using these devices and bringing them to school because, again, we're here to learn, not to be naughty. So, moving forward, all you need to do is look at the consequences. So, this is not just for use. Doesn't matter if we catch you using it or if you just have it in your possession. These consequences still apply equally. So consequence 1, first offense. First time we find it on you or catch you using it, you'll receive 1 to 3 days of out-of-school suspension. No longer is possession or use of a vape, juul, e-cigarette, or associated paraphernalia an in-school suspension. It is now out of school. Consequence 2 is 3 to 5 days of OSS. And consequence 3 is 6 to 10 days of OSS. So from now on, this takes effect in 2 days. So up until now, go ahead and get your mind right. Make sure that if you have anything, that you leave it at home. Because beginning Thursday, no longer will it be treated as an in-school suspension consequence. These devices are very dangerous, and so they need to have a consequence that mirrors how dangerous they are. It is destructive to your body, it is destructive to your school environment, it is destructive to your ability to pay attention and be successful at school, and I will not tolerate it any longer. So, make sure that you take this policy home as well and review it with your parents so that they understand the expectations. And if you have questions, ask your teacher or ask an administrator. Remember, we're not here to make your lives miserable. We're here to help you focus on what you need to be focused on and to keep you safe and successful while you're here. So, we hope you have a good day, and if you have questions, just come find me.
Girls soccer optional workouts for today are canceled due to weather and field conditions. Trials will be held Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of this week, weather permitting. Tryouts are until 5 o'clock p.m. Current physical and concussion form required. See Ms. Duncan with any questions.
Track tryouts will be held today. You must make sure Coach Warlick or Coach May has your current physical and concussion form on file. Please have rides here promptly at 5 p.m.
8th graders going on the Outer Banks field trip, a reminder that your final balances must be paid in full by next Friday, March 1st.
The Green Machines 4-H Tribe invites all home bases to participate in the Services Project Chiefs calls for Paul's Pet Supply Drive. Home bases are challenged to collect pet food and pet supplies through next Friday, March the 1st. Items should be turned into the 4-H Tribe Room 203 during tribe time. Please make sure your home base teacher's name is written on your items. Weights of your items will be recorded when your items are turned in. The winning home base will have either a pizza party or a Chick-fil-A party. Items collected will be donated to the Lincoln County Animal Shelter.
6th grade A and AV Honor Roll Assembly will be held today at 2 o'clock p.m. Teachers, please do not send students to the gym until all call is made. Teachers, check your email for further instructions. And remember Chief Pride.
Prepared, respectful, industrious, disciplined, engaged in excellence. Have a great day and go to Tribe.